Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to announce that we have an updated matchup. The main event has been updated. We now have Kelley, the Truth Semino, who will be coming to the ring and fighting Joanna, the Real Deal Bonilla. And what makes this match special is that it's going to be contested in the main event as a title versus title match. So the lightweight champion, Kelley, the Truth Semino, will be taking on the middleweight champion, Joanna, the Real Deal Bonilla, and the winner takes all. Thank you, Kelley, for stepping up and for taking the spot and accepting the challenge to fight, and Joanna for accepting this replacement fighter. How do you guys feel? This is the first ever title versus title match. Start with you, the Truth.
Well, I think that in life you have to expect the unexpected. And I think we're seeing that play out in this situation, having two fighters that know the ring, that know what it's like to be in a fight, and now putting our own titles on the line, I think is going to ultimately be the ultimate demonstration of adaptive boxing that's ever been seen before.
That's great. And very true. Now I got to ask you, because so you're stepping up. The previous fighter had to back out for medical reasons, and you're stepping up to the plate. How does it feel to be back on a card, an adaptive boxing card, when we didn't have a match for you before? How does it feel to now be a part of a big showcase like this?
Yeah, I mean, it had always been my intention to be able to continue to put myself out there and let people see the development of the truth. Because there had been no woman that was willing to roll in the ring with me for the lightweight title, made it to where I wasn't going to be able to be a part of the showcase. This particular opportunity, this is a fighter that I know, but I think I hopefully she should not expect to see what she's seen before. When I put my mind to something, I'm directed at it 100%. And even though this is a new announcement and I'm just jumping in, like I train, I'm always training so that I'm never going to miss an opportunity. And this is the best example of that. I stay ready, and I am ready.
Good. Joanna, I'm going to jump over to you. One, what do you think about a title versus title match? How does that make you feel to know that you're not only putting your middleweight championship on the line, you're also trying to take Kelley's lightweight championship? How does it feel to be in a title versus title match?
I'm super excited about it. I think it's a great opportunity to show the growth of the sport. I feel that this is an opportunity for the both of us to show the women in our community that anything is possible, that we should be ready for any obstacle that is put in front of us. So I'm super excited that we have the opportunity to do it as the first females in adaptive boxing to put title versus title. So I'm really excited about it.
Awesome. So when you heard the news of, take me through the roller coaster of emotions. Like, you didn't have a match, and you had a match, and then you didn't have a match again. I know you've been through that before, but how did it feel to go through that? I don't have a match, and then to hear that the Truth accepted a challenge to put her title on the line with your title on the line. How did that feel?
It's definitely a roller coaster ride to not know what's going to happen, but I think this is what makes boxing so unique. You have to stay ready. You got to be ready mentally, physically to go into a fight. So I know that we had talked as boxer and coach as to what our next step was going to be. Even if someone wasn't going to step up as quickly as Kelley did, my mentality still was to keep training, to keep focused, to keep in here. Because we don't know if everybody is going to show up for the next fight as well. Claudia, our stablemate, has a fight. What happens if her fighter pulls out or whatnot? I wanted to be ready in what other situation would present itself, but I am extremely glad that Kelley was able to take this.
Okay. Now, this definitely puts you guys in a unique situation because, again, you're stablemates, and you guys have sparred together for numerous years. You know each other in the ring. The very first demonstration that we had, which was not a competitive match, it was just a demonstration, had you two fighting in that main event of a two-card fight. We've grown so much since then. There's 7 matches, 14 fighters from all over the US, an international fighter. Like, this has grown. And it's almost like the train of the truth and the train of the real deal was always on track to meet this way. And I feel like it's no surprise that the two of you are the main event for this. 2 women that are highlighting this entire movement. I guess tell me how it feels to go into truly your first competitive match against each other, though you've been in the ring hundreds of times. How does that feel? Truth.
I mean, I think, at the end of the day, like what my goal is that this continues to build that momentum so that I have a fresh face in front of me. Because ultimately, I think to best develop myself, I have to be willing to be in front of as many people as possible. I think what this opportunity brings itself is to show so many people in the disability community what it looks like, how it can be elevated, how skilled it is. The real deal is a skilled fighter. I'm a skilled fighter. We're both comfortable in the ring. And I think what you're going to see is a very well matched and well put together fight that's going to lay it all on the line.
Real deal. Any response or any thoughts on that same question? Having fought so many times, but this is the first time that you guys will be in a competitive matchup.
I think it's great that Kelley and I, at least here in Fairfax, Virginia, we were able to start something out of nothing, right? We kind of just started this as something we wanted to do cardio with, get a good workout in, and then slowly and surely we both started to fall in love with this sport more and more. And we knew that our main goal was to get more people involved, and I think we have gotten there. And now us being able to be the main event, which I think we both have worked really hard for, we both deserve. I know that I fought for it a lot. I know last year, I was like, the girls need to be the main event. I know we can bring more people in. I know we can get more eyes on it. So I think this is a responsibility that both Kelley and I took on many years ago, to showcase that females are able to be just as competitive in this sport as males, and to have the main event spot it's a great responsibility that I think we're both very grateful to have.
It's good insight from both of you. I want to stay on that topic because, again, I've seen you guys fight so many times, but this is really the first time that it's going to be as competitive as it is, with title versus title. And you're the main event. You're females that are leading it, and we're trying to get more women involved in sports. What direct message would you guys have? There are women that have reached out. There are women that want to do this. There are also women that are showing that they're doing this, but haven't gotten in the ring. What is the message from the real deal, from the truth, to these women? Like, women, you guys don't want to continue to fight each other. Like, what do you say to these women out there to get them in the ring?
I mean, look, I had been told, and it was my assumption, like, I did not have a fight. That changed several days ago. And when they came to me and said, like, all right, here's an opportunity, are you going to take it? And I was like, wow, I wasn't expecting this. This is really soon. But there's a lot of people all over the internet that are willing to run their mouths, that are willing to make the videos, that are willing to talk all they want to talk, but they will not roll in that ring. And I want everyone to know my message to them is to do it. Don't just talk. Don't just make the video. If you're going to put yourself out there, I want to see you in the ring. I want to fight you. I'm going to roll in. I'm going to roll in an unexpected way. And I think you all have to be ready to do the same.
Real deal. What would your message be?
It mirrors exactly what Kelley says. Just do it. Give the sport an opportunity. Stop making excuses for the sport, making excuses for yourself. This is a sport that I know some people will say this sport is too dangerous, blah, 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 here and that. Every sport has their danger zone. It's just the truth. It doesn't matter if it's basketball, if it's skiing, and all the adaptive sports that are out there. There's some level of dangerous in every sport. So stop making complaints, stop making excuses. Get in there, get in the ring, get sparring done. Do boxing at another level. You know, if you want to start just with fitness, start with fitness and then challenge yourself. But we want to see more females out here. We really want them to go on there. If you're intimidated, you have more questions, you already know who you can reach out to. Kelley and I are both on any social media that you want to, but you got to step up to the plate. We can't hold your hand through this. It's got to come from the heart that you really want to do it. And really, you know, just say, I'm going to do this for myself and see what comes out of it. And if you get an L, you get an L. It's not a big deal. It's a learning opportunity, but we got to grow the sport somehow. Don't come into the sport saying like, oh, I don't want to do it because I'm not going to win, or because Joanna has more years than me. That doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Just get into the ring. The most important thing to do is just get started. Just do it.
What makes you love boxing, Joanna?
I think for me, boxing replaced the love that I had for soccer. Soccer was my life before my injury. I love the camaraderie that comes with boxing. I love that it has kept me physically in shape for any circumstances I've had health-wise. I think boxing has really played a big part for me to stay healthy, to continue to stay healthy, and to really enjoy my life to the fullest. So boxing as a sport I love and I enjoy, but like as a personal matter, physically it's kept me where I want to be, to continue to enjoy life.
Kelley?
The sport of boxing has pushed me to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. I'm, you know, a mom of 3, and I want to mirror to my kids to get out of your comfort zone and push yourself. I tell my kids that, you know, be 1% better every day, that your practice will make progress. And I don't want to just say that to them. I want to show them in real time what that looks like. And boxing has been a way for me to push the boundaries of what I thought I was capable of.
Good. Okay. So what can fans expect then? All right. You both have expressed why you love boxing. We've talked about why other women should get involved. What can people, spectators, doubters, and what can people expect when they watch the two of you compete on September 12th? Real deal.
A great fight from two females that are going to put their heart and soul into it. You know, good punches, a beautiful chess game. I think it's going to happen on September 12th.
The truth?
You know, I have the benefit of knowing my opponent, which is not typically the case. So I can say what you're going to see is 2 women who are disciplined, well-trained, and are going to give 100%. And I think when you connect those 3 things together on both sides, in the red corner and the blue corner, the outcome, no one will know at this moment, but it's going to be hard fought. It is going to be intense. It's going to push every boundary I thought was possible. And I think the world of boxing is going to push the boundaries of what anyone has ever seen. So it's going to be something to want to watch. And when you watch it, you're going to want to watch more of it.
Good. So as I mentioned, there are 14 adaptive fighters. 10 male, 4 females. I mean, this is, other countries have been doing this. This is the largest adaptive boxing card ever. You two are a part of it. You're headlining it. This is, one of the other fighters said, this is bigger than all of us. This is, you all are truly paving the way. This is much bigger than anything, any one fighter. You guys are creating a movement, and the two of you are headlining that movement. How do you feel this fight is going to pan out? Who's going to win? Why? Truth.
I'm going to win.
Ah, real deal.
I mean, sorry.
Go.
I believe that if I'm committing to something, it's not because I am committing to it just to play in this sport. it's a competition and I don't like to lose. So I'm not going to.
Okay. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have it there. Kelley the Truth Semino, the lightweight UABC champion. She will be going in against Joanna, the real deal Bonilla, the middleweight UABC champion. You all can come and watch from Wednesday. Starting Wednesday, we're going to have grand arrivals at the DPI Adaptive Fitness Gym from 5 to 7. You'll be able to meet the fighters, get introduced to them. We'll be streaming everything on the AFL YouTube. That'll be grand arrivals on Wednesday. Thursday, we will have the media workout, so you'll be able to get a look at the fighters and how they're moving, what their shadow boxing is looking like, and then some interviews. And then Friday will be the final face-off before the big fight night, September 12th, 2026, at the Burke Firehouse in Burke, Virginia. You don't want to miss this. Pre-sale tickets are available right now. You can click on the link below. $10 right now. At the door will be $15. This is your first look at Kelley the Truth Semino and Joanna the real deal Bonilla in the very first title versus title match on the Adaptive Boxing Showcase 4 with the UABC. At this time, we're going to have both these ladies face off for the next time, right? I mean, you guys have done this many times, but this current time, this first time. You'll be facing up again in the future. Joanna, yep. And Kelley, you can turn to your right. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Joanna, the real deal Bonilla, middleweight UABC champion, taking on Kelley, the Truth Semino, lightweight UABC champion. All right, this is for all the belts. This is the main event. This is females headlining an Adaptive Boxing Showcase card. It doesn't get any bigger than this, and these two are the pinnacle of the sport right now. You're going to see skill. All right, we're looking forward to it. Ladies, thank you so much. September 12th, get your ticket.